Okay, everybody. We are live on TikTok. We're live on YouTube. Gonna give it a few minutes for some people to join. YouTube has been pretty much crickets. So if I had a complex or some seriously low self-esteem, uh, I might be feeling super injured, but to no avail. Hey, Andrew, glad you're here. I do not know why people want to co host. I don't even know how to do that. Sorry, if you're wanting to co host, I'm letting you know that today we are resetting our mind, body, and mood. All you have to do here is be here with me. You can listen whether you're here for 3 minutes or 30 minutes. I promise you, you're going to absolutely get a benefit. Hey, Tanya, good to see you. Pen, Gigi. I hope you guys stay. I hope you guys will like the live. It's so important. If you like it, tap the screen, let others know what we're doing. We are resetting our mind, body, and mood, and we're doing it by letting go. I'm Stacy Cook, licensed therapist. We're live on TikTok. We're live on YouTube. And thank you guys. I love the likes. Poison Exacto, Traveling North. You guys rock. Joyce Priest 67. You guys are awesome. I'm glad you're here with me to let it go. There is so many reasons, or I should say, there are so many reasons, Jerry D, to let it go. And we're going to talk about those today. And hey, D, I love it. I love it. Whoop, whoop. LCSW, 36 years. What am I doing here? I am sharing a reset for mind, body, and mood, and just simply working on some grounding energy, some breath and body awareness, and just really getting to learn to pay more attention to our body. I'm not only a licensed therapist, been doing this for a long time, about 25 years, but I'm also someone who has lived with anxiety my entire life. And thank you. Hey, Nelson, how are you? Love you guys and all the likes. You guys rock. I'm so excited. Darth Red, what's up? I've collected a ton of tools in my practice. Thank you for the likes, guys. Keep tapping the screen. In my practice as a licensed therapist, I also work as an executive now with a behavioral health organization, and I have a small practice. And I've learned tools, refined some of those tools to calm my own nervous system. To, hey, Darth Red, thank you for the hello. It feels good to be seen. And I hope that I can say hello to you guys. Heather DC, Ramona the Red, what's up? I love the name Poison Exacto. That's very cool. And it feels good to be seen, and it feels good to learn to let it go. And that's some of what we're going to be doing today. Breath work, body awareness, visualization. And look, if you walk away today with simply learning to take a pause, I shouldn't even say learning, because that sounds just, it's the wrong word. It's allowing yourself to take a pause and to experience calm. So we're going to do that together. And you're going to hear me. If you're going to stay with me 30 minutes, I apologize in advance. I'll be repeating myself a little bit for those coming and going about what we're doing, about who I am, and sort of where we are in the process. So, we're going to start with breath awareness to arrive in the now at this moment. And as we're getting ready, hey, Tara, as we're getting ready to become aware of our breath and to arrive and to do some breathing together, please keep tapping that screen. I love you guys. I feel the love. If you haven't heard it today, I'm going to tell you over and over, you are loved right here, right now by me. And please also share this like if it or this live if it calls to you. Hey, 5 star. Love you. Glad you joined. It's an honor to know that you guys would, of all the lives that are available, to spend some time here with me, not doing anything exciting. In fact, doing the polar opposite and just relaxing, Mr. Make It Happen, just relaxing and finding our peace and calm. Hey, Catherine. Hey, Hurricane Helene. Ooh, I know that. I know that. We're probably close by as it relates to Helene. So let's start with breath awareness to arrive. And I'm going to share a breathing pattern with you. And I'm going to share counts for the inhale, for the hold, for the exhale. And listen, make this your own. You can't do this wrong. It has to be comfortable. Thank you for the likes, you guys. Absolutely love it. John Qua, how are you? Keep tapping that screen. You're making me smile and I'm going to blush. It's making my nervous system happy, you guys. So, we're going to start with a couple of different breathing exercises. I want to leave you with a couple of things, a couple of tools, because we're all different and we don't all like the same thing, obviously. So, why don't we start with what's called I mean, it's not fancy. I say what's called as if it's something so fancy. It's a 4-7-8 breathing pattern. And it goes something like this: inhale for 4, and then we're going to hold for 7, and then we're going to exhale for 8. And here's what I hear from a lot of people is, I am good with the 4 inhale. The 7 exhale is like, but the 8 or the 7 hold is okay, but the 8 exhale is like too much. Don't worry. Cut it. Thank you, Poison. Exacto. I love you, Jenny. What's up? If you can't breathe out, you can't blow that air out for 8 seconds, so what? It doesn't matter. The count is not what's important. What's important is the breath. And I'm going to coach you, Ellis, Jenna Brown. If I pronounce your name wrong, guys, kick me virtually, of course. When you breathe in, I want you to focus on your stomach expanding outward. So you breathe in and your belly expands wide. You feel that breath through your chest, up into your head, into your arms, legs. I mean, you are inhaling and feeling it. I don't want you to get lightheaded, but I just want you to focus your energy, your attention on that breath expanding, because it's not something we typically do. We're busy running, we're busy talking, we're busy doing, and our breathing gets really shallow, and we're not getting or enjoying the benefits of a full breath. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to inhale for 4. Just see what it feels like. Ready? Inhale. That's about 4. It's totally your count, however you're comfortable with this. And then we're going to go, hey, Tiffany, we're going to breathe out for 7. Now, if an exhale of 7 seconds is too much, don't worry, cut it short. If you want it longer, make it longer. So the exhale is something like this through your mouth. That's it. You want to keep going on the exhale? Keep going on the exhale. If you don't, It's okay. You can't get this wrong. Remember, back to what's important is the awareness of breath. Inhale for 4, hold for 7, out for 8. Or you can inhale for 3, hold for 5, out for the count doesn't matter. Here's the other thing that you can do is also box breathing. 4 in the inhale, you're gonna hold for 4, out for 4, and then back at it. So if you picture the shape of a box, you're just going to inhale, exhale, or hold, exhale, and then just complete. Hey, Froggy 501, how are you? Just a reminder, I'm Stacy Cook, licensed therapist. We're here today to reset your mind, body, and mood by focusing on breath work, body awareness, and visualization. And Poison Exacto, love you. Thank you for these likes. Means the world. And everybody else who might be tapping the screen that I'm sorry I can't see. I appreciate this. I would love it if you could share the live, not because I want anything else, but for other people who need this and to experience what we're experiencing, to feel calm and to learn how to cue this calm so that you can have it any time. So we just talked about breath awareness. And by the way, we're on YouTube. You can also go to my bio here on TikTok and on YouTube. I have tons of videos. If what you're watching today with me doesn't do it for you, no problem. I have tons of videos, probably a couple hundred at this point. I've lost count on calming your nervous system, learning to manage your internal operating system, and essentially buffering yourself, your mood, your emotional health, your physical health against the external world, which we have little to no control over. And tons of videos. I have longer videos on YouTube, but take what you like, leave the rest. So let's go back to the beginning. We started with, in order to reset our mind, body, and mood, we started with coming back to breath. Incredibly important in the start. Not only do we start with breath, but as I mentioned, we come back to it. What it does is it cues our nervous system to slow down, to cool down, and to realize that we are safe. Thank you, Poison Exacto. Love it. You're awesome. This is the best. Let me make sure I can see everything I'm supposed to be doing. I have no idea. This is like my fifth live, maybe my sixth. I have no idea. So I just thank you so much for your patience and most importantly, being here with me and tapping the screen so that we can get this out. The thing is, when we can just individually modulate and slow down and cool our nervous system, what happens is that resonates to others around us. This is not Stacy Cook. This is science talking. We have an energetic field. You could measure our heart rate. You can measure all sorts of things. And when we're in a good place, thank you, Poison Exacto. I love you so much for saying that. It means the world, you being here, not feeling crickets. Thank you, Ariel, for joining. Really appreciate this. I'm so excited to share this stuff because it works. And by improving our own neurology, again, we affect everybody else. If you can imagine an energetic field that extends beyond us 3 to 4 feet, we're touching others. Have you ever walked into a room and you immediately, without anybody saying a word, even looking at you, you can feel the energy, you could feel the mood, you could feel the tone, whatever you want to call it. And that's something that you can, number one, contribute to, you can buffer against, or you can let it take you over. And I've let it take me over far too often in my life. And so, what I've been working on for many, many years is how to, I hear you, Poison. It's, you're not alone. I've done the same and it's exhausting. And eventually, sometimes you have to get all the way to exhausted to realize, wait a minute, there's a better way. And there is a better way. And we can simply tune internally, whether it's gadgets, buttons, however you want to look at it. We can go into our computer and we can go click the settings button and we can adjust things. We can adjust the color, we can adjust the background, we can adjust how the computer responds, whether it's a slow response or a fast response, whether it stays powered up or it powers down. And something that we're not taught as young people is that we can also do this with our own system, our own neurology, is that we can manage it. And one of the ways that we can do that is through breath awareness. And so we did that. We talked about, hey, Prainer, we talked about the 478 breathing pattern if it calls to you. If you can't remember 478, just remembering to pause and allow yourself to take a deep, full breath and imagining that that breath is making its way through your entire body. We spend a lot of time breathing in a very shallow way when we're rushed, when we're pressured, when we're anxious, when we're in distress. Our nervous system responds in a very specific way. And what it does is it diverts energy into releasing cortisol, into that fight or flight, fawn, freeze mode. And our breathing is prepared. We're preparing to flee. We're preparing to take off. We're preparing to fight. So when we breathe, we tell our nervous system, it's okay. Take a deep breath. If you're with me now, 3 minutes, 30 seconds, or 30 minutes, take a breath with me. If that's the only thing you do, I promise you're going to leave here. Thank you, Poison. Love you so much. You are going to leave here having a tool that you've always had, but you could just use it in a different way. So taking that deep breath, stomach expanding big, like creating a pot belly, seeing that breath go all through your body, and then letting that breath out through your mouth. And if you can notice, as you're letting that breath out, see what happens. Maybe nothing happened. Hey, baked grandma, it's good to see you. Maybe nothing happened. Maybe something happened. But I know for me, what tends to happen when I take that deep breath in and out, I feel my shoulders will drop. I can feel some of that tension in my jaw release, the tension that's in my neck, my back, just soften, release, melt, and dissolve a little. And look, this isn't a panacea, but this is about creating a release and shaving off those rough edges. And that's what we're doing. That can make all the difference in the world. Definitely, Poison. I feel you. You can make in just your thinking and how fast we're moving can really affect our nervous system, and we feel that in tension or in release. And it's the way our nervous system communicates, and the way that we communicate back with it is when we feel that tension, and as we're doing a body check and we notice there's an area that's tense, we thank our nervous system for it, because it's just communicating with us the way that it knows how. And so we're learning how to listen to it and to communicate back. So we simply say to our nervous system, yep, I can tell that I've got some tension here in my neck. I can tell that my hands are sweaty, or my fists are just pulled very tightly. My teeth might be clenched. And it's a great time to thank your nervous system. And if you don't need your nervous system to be on neuro Wi-Fi overdrive, we just have to let it know if we are safe and we're not in a place where fight or flight is required, then we simply acknowledge that our system is doing what it's designed to do, which is look for danger and threat and respond to it. And then we just let it know that we're safe with slow breathing. That's the first cue that we can give to our nervous system. We're showing it some love by taking that full breath. The other thing that we can do that's a really powerful tool is, even, especially if you're in a place where other people are around, or you're feeling uncomfortable or just shaky, worried. You don't want people to see that you're uncomfortable, even though this is really an us thing, because you're not alone if you are feeling anxious or distressed. But putting your hands together and squeezing them a little bit, or just a hand massage, or even just simply, if you're sitting, to just tightly, not too tight, gripping your forearm, or if you're in a place where you can, just some soft self massage. This is also called havening, that you can do on your face. What it is we're bringing ourselves back into our body, back into the present moment, and out of that place of fear, of fight, flight, flee, or freeze. That's a mouthful, right? So we are telling our nervous system, thank you for doing your job. Thank you for keeping watch, but we're safe right now, right? We're safe. And the reason that our nervous system gets overzealous, and it might tell us that we're not safe when we really are, is because we live in an environment where we're typically going 150 miles an hour. We live by a calendar, we live by the clock, we live by a task list of things we need to do, places we need to go. I'm so happy, Poison. I'm so happy to hear that. We live in a place where we are going from one place to the next with very little, if any, pause in between. Politically, things are going on, and regardless of which side or what your beliefs are, there's a different environment, lots of change. For some, it feels really uncomfortable. For others, it's just a change to get used to. There is a lot of social funkiness going on right now, and our lives just seem to be getting busier and busier and busier. So what our system does is, when it sees that we're going into overdrive, like any good engine, it works harder. It uses more gas, which is cortisol. It uses more oil. And eventually, it just keeps on going, and it forgets that it's okay to slow down. And so we have to take a hold of our system and tell it it's okay. You did your job, but you can back off and you can slow down. So just to recap, I'm Stacy Cook, licensed therapist, and I'm sharing tools to reset your mind, body, and mood. We're working on letting it go. Specifically, what we're looking at and working on is breath work, body awareness, visualization, and calming the nervous system. And I'm sharing this with you here in a live on YouTube and on TikTok. And Poison, thank you for that. This is a phenomenal gift. So grateful. You have no idea. It's beautiful. Thank you. And I'm sharing this as Poison is sharing this, because we know there are a lot of people out there, self included, who manage anxiety, who are just tired of being overwhelmed, exhausted, overworked, overstressed. And there's a way to manage that. There's a way to tune our own internal operating system, our own internal world, which honestly, it protects us. Stress, cortisol, overshoot, when we're in overload, eventually our physical health, our mental health, and our emotional health suffers. So, having the ability to breathe, to pause, to breathe, also to do a quick body scan, look for tension, and imagine seeing that tension, that weight, that whatever it is, allowing that to release, right? We acknowledge that there's a tension. We acknowledge that our nervous system is doing its job. And then what we do is something we can do is to literally take that tension or that sensation or whatever that is, because as you scan your body, you're going to feel, I have some tension in my shoulders. I have sort of a butterfly feeling in my stomach. I might also just sense sort of this uncomfortable blob of whateverness. And if you can just allow yourself to get a visual of the tension. What is that visual? What does it look like? What does that tension or that sensation feel like? Is it big? Does it have a particular color? What kind of consistency does it have? Is it moving? Is it inside your body? Is it outside of your body? Is it heavy? Just you get the idea. Really looking at that tension in a different way. And if you can imagine allowing yourself to look from the inside out and then from the outside in at all different angles to see how you can visualize that tension. And then once you sense into it, once you see it, feel it, smell it, taste it, palpate it, or nothing at all, you can also just imagine all of these things because your subconscious doesn't know the difference between what's happening in real life and what you're imagining. So you get this visual of the tension, you get the sensation, you sense into it. And once you have it, you invite it to melt, to dissolve, to open up and to relax into awareness. And you just invite it to go and thank it for doing its job for you. Thank you, Poison. You rock. We're going to leave here so calm, and I'm going to leave here incredibly grateful. So, the other thing that we can do after we dissolve whatever that area, those areas are, that tension, sensation, whatever it is, we want to then replace it with warmth, with light, with joy, with something that feels good. If at the very least you just allow that tension, that discomfort sensation to dissolve, that's going to be beautiful. If your system allows a replacement of that, let it happen. If not, that dissolving in and of itself and integrating into awareness, that's it. That's the healing stuff. That is the goodness. And as we're dissolving what we don't want and inviting in what we do want, we want to name and capitalize on and operationalize what it is we do want. If we don't want tension, discomfort, that fight or flight feeling, whatever we're releasing, we're dissolving and we're allowing to leave us. What is it that we do want? What is it that our system wants from us? What is it that we want from the external world? What does it feel like? What do we see? And invite it in. It might be calm, it might be joy, it might be peace. And a lot of people experience this as it could be as you're inviting something in, you get a memory of a place that brought you peace and joy, or maybe you have the memory of a song or someone that you love or you care about, or you just get this feeling of kindness and peace. Whatever it is whatever it's supposed to be. And just invite that in to be a part of you, to be a part of your nervous system. This inviting, renewing emotions like this is another cue to our nervous system that we're safe, that we're in a good place, that we're ready for calm. This is available to all of us, the opportunity to, no matter what's going on around you, no matter if there's chaos that's going on in front of you. Obviously, the first thing that we need to do is physical safety. But when chaos, whether it be with, if it's at work, it's with our family, it's in our neighborhood, it's wherever it's at, and you feel like you're getting pulled into that chaos, you feel like the volume button on your irritability, irritation, agitation is slowly increasing, you absolutely have the ability to buffer against that. No one can take away your peace, your stability, your calm. And the best way to initially get a hold of this, thank you so much, Poison. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Means the world. The best way to begin to get a hold of this is through breath. It's the most convenient way. It's something we carry with us all of the time. We do it involuntarily, obviously, or we wouldn't be standing up. But something that we can do with this very involuntary part of our system is we can capitalize on it and we can breathe a little deeper. We can breathe in a bit more of an expansive way. And everything in our body responds positively when we do that. And more importantly, it cools off our nervous system and the rest sort of follows. So, the other thing that's really important to do is reminding yourself that you are safe and you are calm, and to shake it out when you need to. Shake out the shoulders, shake out the tight hands, move the neck around, and cueing your body that you've listened to it and that it's okay to be safe. We spend a lot of time caught up in our thoughts, worried about the future and what's going on and what we have to do, and ruminating about the past. And we spend far less time in this moment listening to our body. And if we can listen a little more closely and a little more accurately, what we can do is maybe capture that tension before it becomes something that becomes a real problem physically, or starts to become, it's better to catch something at a soft irritation rather than becoming a chronic anything. A soft irritation, yeah, definitely, right? We often let things go like, oh, that's irritating, that's really agitating, it's I'm going to pick my battles. The thing is that if we don't use our voice and address things early on at the soft irritation, it really is, it's like a death by a thousand paper cuts. You start to get this sort of soft grating on your nerves that over time becomes a real ulcer. So it's almost like a big, giant, irritant, aggravation, chaos, or a thousand of these little cuts. Either way, it's not good. And we've got to tell our system we need to walk away from this and get back to breath, get back to paying attention to our body, calming the system, and really respecting our bodies. They go through a lot. And so again, I am Stacy Cook. I'm going to be tuning out. Poison Exacto, you rock. I can't thank you enough for being here with me, keeping me company, and cheering me on, hitting that screen. It means everything to me, and sharing, it's a big deal. So I really thank you. And I'm going to keep at it. I'm going to do this as often as I can to simply go live and share some of the things that work for me and some of the clients that I work with. So I will, I don't know what happens when I co-host. What happens? Hi, how are you? Glad you joined. Where from? Where are you from? Okay. All right. Stacy, United States. United States. Yeah. It's good to meet you. Very cool. Awesome. I'm glad you came on and said hello. I've never met anybody from Pakistan. Okay. P- Poison. We got someone in here saying hi to you also. Is it John? Okay, John. All right. Someone in the live says hello to you. Yes. All right. Peace to you, and I hope to see you again. It's okay. You're good. You're good. You're good. I love it. I love it. It's all good. All right. Nice to meet you too. I'll see ya. Bye. Bye. Much.